Hello, everyone. I'm Aly Wohlenhaus, the executive editor of digital content for APG Chesapeake. I'm with a great group of people who wear many hats, as I do with my company. We've got Krista Garrett, the owner of Garrett Music Academy. We've got Bill Ryder and Aly Cross from the Children's Theater of Southern Maryland. Bill, you are co-founder, you're the president, you are the artistic director, and Aly, you have more hats than anybody. It sounds like you're the vice president, volunteer coordinator, teaching artist. You teach acting. You're the office manager. You name it, you do it. And I'm very excited to be joined by all of you. So, Krista, I kind of want to start with you because you're in a new location in Calvert County. Talk about the new location and how it's going to help you with your mission of teaching kids and instilling that learning that they don't get from the classroom.
Thanks, Eli, and thanks for having us. So we started off on Cheneyville Road back in 2004, and it was a small location, small little farmhouse. And we've been wanting to expand for quite some time because our space was limited and we were finding more of a demand for the arts in our county, in Calvert County. And it was just limited. And the property in Dunkirk, the old Remax building on Route 4 became available. And it's a very big building. And there was this vision I had about 5 years ago that I wanted to have an arts center that was a community center where we would have all kinds of offerings for art, whether it was music, dance, art, art, drawing, painting, those types of things. And when this property came available, it was like the dream had come true. So we were able to snag the property. We moved in July, and so we can offer one side of the building is all music, and then we can offer the other side of the building for other types of art involving visual as well as theatrical art. So it's been a nice synergy of everyone coming together in the community to offer something that for not just children but also adults, ways to mentor the young in ways that we weren't able to before, because our arts community is pretty small in the county and in the tri-county area, and we want to expand that because the kids don't have outside of school a lot of options, and now they do.
So you're primarily focused on music, and now you get to partner with this children's theater, and children's theater focuses on dance, singing, acting, all sorts of different performance types. Krista, what was it like when you developed this partnership with the Children's Theater of Southern Maryland?
Well, it was almost as if it was just meant to be. It was sharing with kinship with people that had the same vision I did, and understanding the need that the children needed somewhere to go and needed to have the mentors in place to teach them the skills that would take them into an area where they could express themselves creatively, and all under one roof. So you can go in and also it was also beautiful because we can start with the little ones, the little ones who really don't have an outlet right now, up to high school and college age kids. So it was beautiful in the sense that we could offer something that wasn't for all ages, and now we can. And for us with the academy, we tried to look at, and I say it's womb to the tomb. So we try to look at little ones from the time that I work with kids as young as 18 months.
Oh, wow.
On up. Yeah. Motor, gross motor, fine motor, brain development. That all starts with music and rhythm. And once they get those basics, and you don't literally teach it out of them, but you encourage it in them, then they can go on to dance. They can go on to singing. They can go on to playing an instrument. And it's early on that encouragement that can make a huge difference. So with the academy, we're able to build that early on, and then they can go on to do other things, whether it's going over to the children's theater on the other side, or whether it's with the dance school that's on our side with Chesapeake Academy of Dance. It's everybody working together to foster that love for the arts.
That's excellent. So, Bill, for you, what's the partnership been like with Garrett Music Academy? The opportunity that's presented itself.
It's been absolutely amazing, and I'll stack onto what Krista said, it's being able to partner with like-minded people who think very much the same way you do, that the arts are in a lot of ways forgotten about, or are on the last part of the thinking gap as far as the community is concerned. So coming out of COVID, we thought that there was a much needed place and a want for kids to be out there and start getting active in the arts again, especially with theater. A lot of the community theaters in the area are having trouble establishing, programs for the kids. So we thought that there was a place for that. We obviously don't, there's nothing here in Southern Maryland like it. And we were very excited to get started. And when the opportunity presented itself to partner with Krista, who has been nothing but supportive to us, we couldn't pass it up.
Yeah.
And
so,
Eli, can I jump in here for just a second?
absolutely.
And what I can tell you just from sitting down the hall in my office, when they are having their classes and we're having our classes, you hear so much laughter.
Oh,
You
good.
hear so much camaraderie because these kids have had a social outlet since COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So their mental health has been at risk this entire time. And with this building, I hear laughter. I hear toes tapping. I hear good job. I hear everybody's encouraging each other in such a way that they haven't done in 3 years. And it makes your soul sing because you can see what a huge difference everyone coming together. Because I mean, yesterday I saw Aly go into the other room and she was like, "Oh my gosh," and the kids lit up.
Yeah.
And they were encouraging each other. And it's because they have these adults that love them and want the best for them and are giving them their best. And it's a beautiful thing. And Bill and Aly do it every day.
Yeah, like I think we've had a unique opportunity over COVID to really sit and discuss and plan our theater out and what it is we wanted to accomplish. And we set goals for ourselves. We had the 2-week summer camp back in June, which was our first attempt at getting out there in the public and having kids in the building. And Krista knows, and I know Aly will reiterate this. It's an overwhelming feeling once you actually get live bodies and they get it and they soak it up like a sponge, and they just have a need for more. And the feeling that I got, and I know Aly got, and I'm sure Krista got as well, when we started opening our classroom stuff in the building, it was an overwhelming feeling of pride. To be able to plan and think about an idea and put it into action, and to get support like we have from not only Krista, but the entire community has been nothing short but amazing.
And that is amazing. That leads me to my next question. You are running classes now, and you've got new classes coming up. Aly, since you're the teaching artist, could you kind of tell us about what the classes are you have coming up, and where people can sign up and all that good stuff?
Absolutely. Yeah. So you just caught us actually on our final night of our final week of classes in our first 6-week session.
Okay.
So most of our classes run on a 6-week repertoire. And we've got, just to list a few, we've got several acting classes for several different age groups. We've got different types of voice lessons. We've got music theory that one of our very esteemed community members is teaching. I will say our favorite classes, our highest attended, are those that involve all three and are kind of more of a musical theater class. One of them being Broadway Bound, one is Stars to Be, and the other is our Triple Threat production team, which will eventually, hopefully, be able to go out into the community and do some short performances here and there, medleys from musicals and things, just putting it all together and doing little production numbers. So we've got, a little bit of everything: dance, music, acting. It's just, like Krista said earlier, the building's really buzzing. It's crazy how a tiny little farmhouse has turned into this like ringing building. It's amazing. And our next section of 6-week classes starts next week on October 17th, and registration's open. So we're hoping that people just pop to our website, which is ctsmd.org, and get their kids in these classes, or taking some music classes over at Garrett, and just get these kids into things, especially if they're not doing the soccer, if they're not doing the lacrosse or whatever. This is the spot. This one section of Dunkirk is just on fire.
Aly, how important? Krista mentioned how important it is to reach kids when they're very young. What's the age group that you all have classes for, and how important is it to reach them when they're young and start teaching them?
Thus far, that's a great yeah, that's a great question. Thus far, the majority of our attendance has been elementary and middle. We have found that offering to littles has not yet caught on.
Mhm.
And I think that's just a matter of longevity and time, and staying the course and continuing to offer things. But we have classes for, as of right now, I think the youngest age that we're offering is 7. But next session, am I correct, Bill? No, I think 7 is still where we're, starting.
Yeah, I think we're still at 7.
We've talked about developing something more for youngers, because like Krista said, in those early developmental stages, it's so crucial to get them creatively thinking and learning. We just have to come up with the absolute right thing to be offering them. And for parents, parents want their kids to be doing really interesting, fabulous things, but they also have to pay for them. And so we want to make sure that what we're offering is worth what's coming out of a parent's pocket, which is a big deal. My kids take classes here at Children's Theater. And so it's important to me, when I know my kids are going somewhere for an hour, that they come out with knowledge, and their passion is being further ignited. And it's important that it's a really heavy hitting, really great in class.
Sure. And the Children's Theater of Southern Maryland is a nonprofit. So you've got classes coming up next week, and you've got a fundraiser coming up soon, Bill. Where's the fundraiser, and how can people get involved?
It's going to be at Scorpion's Brewery. It's on the 22nd, which is a week from this Saturday, from 3 to 7 p.m.
Okay.
There's information on our Facebook page as well as our website. Again, ctsmd.org. And there's plenty of information there. We're going to have raffles. We're going to be raffling off different types of baskets to raise money. You'll be able to donate if you choose to donate. We'll also be having performances. Our kids will be there. They will be performing, as well as, God help us all, the staff will be performing as well.
That's great. Krista, what projects do you have coming up, or classes that you want people to know about?
So our enrollment is year round.
Okay.
So we offer every instrument, including voice, private lessons. We do have a homeschool program during the day that homeschoolers can come in for private lessons or do ensemble work. We do have a Mommy and Me class that we're offering for our little ones. We also have a couple of programs coming up. We've got Find Your Voice, which is a mental health program that we offer here at the Academy, where we take journaling and talking, and we create lyrics to a song. And then I hand them off to one of the music teachers. We do a music composition, and then we record it in our studio, so they can create their own song. We have Making the Band program, which is where we take kids that already have some experience playing instruments, and we create a rock band. And we pair them up with 2 producers. They work on writing their own song and learning a couple of covers. And then in May, they're going to go into a professional studio and record their single.
Wow.
Last project, their single's coming out on the 28th. We're very excited about it. It's called On Our Way, and it's going to be on all those different streaming sites. So that's something where if you play guitar, drums, any instrument, we include them in the Making the Band program that starts on the 5th of November. And then we've got some performances coming up towards Christmas time with recitals and things like that. But really, you know, we've got all our programs opening up in late October, early November with Making the Band and with Find Your Voice, and that's an ongoing thing.
Excellent. Aly, I'm going to throw one back to you too, because you've got a show coming up as well. Could you talk about the show, when the dates are, where the performances are, and all that?
So we are super excited. We're doing A Christmas Story, the musical, with Ralphie and his coveted BB gun. It's a show that I was not familiar with until we started thinking about what do we want to do for the holiday season. And so, you know, I did what anybody does and did, you know, the YouTube deep dive, and this
Yeah.
show's hysterical. It covers every single feel that you need for a it's funny, it's got the emotion behind it. We've got a cast of threads, and it's going below the roof, and that runs Friday, November 18 through Sunday the 20th. And we are performing at the Mary Harrison Cultural Arts Center on Cheneyville Road in Owings, which is right in between Northern High School and Northern Middle School.
Okay.
Here in Calvert County. And tickets are $18, and I believe for children it's $15. And it's going to be just the perfect thing to do to kick off the holiday season, because it's the week before Thanksgiving. So it's just going to be ridiculously fun and really well done.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate you guys all coming in here to talk to me about all the good things you got going. It sounds like there are a lot of opportunities for kids to get involved in learning and encouraging one another and just trying new things. For those of you watching, please be sure to follow. You can find both these groups on Facebook at the Garrett Music Academy and Children's Theater Southern Maryland. There's all sorts of updates, good looking graphics, everything on there. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.